You sound like you're on like a tunnel.
Thank you. My nose is stuffy because it's cold.
Like you just sound like really echoey all of a sudden.
My voice is just that powerful.
Well,
I'm on a different dimension than you guys. You wouldn't understand.
God, I wish.
I wouldn't say it's a good thing. I'm just on a different astral plane.
You know, I associate that specific phrase whenever someone walks out of their room and we can tell they're high, and we're like, oh, they're on a different planet right now.
I am not that.
Uh, what is this?
What
I
are
I
you?
think this is
No,
campfire time where we don't have a campfire, but we have time.
Oh, is it?
I think so. I mean,
It's
I
pretty
don't have a
epic.
game up. We are here with, are you fine if we just refer to you as Alyssa?
yeah, that's fine.
Alright, yeah, we're here with Alyssa to talk
We're
about,
here with she.
with
Well,
her. I don't know, Halloween stuff? You guys take the floor.
uh,
I mean, let's just start with how are y'all's Halloween? What'd you do?
well, like I said, well, I don't know. I could start with my whole day, I guess. I woke up feeling great as ever that it snowed right before Halloween. And then, kind of got my morning tea because I'm a basic bitch. And then kind of just got ready. And then in the afternoon, I went to Millis and I went to a restaurant called Primavera and I watched my best friend's dad's band perform a gig for a few hours, and it was pretty cool. Dressed up, did all that stuff. It was pretty fun.
That's awesome.
Oh, you Jason, that was your Halloween. What
Uh,
exciting escapades did you get up to?
Before I describe my Halloween, credit to Molson for this bad dad joke, but, what do you call, um, a snowy Halloween?
Oh no, what?
A Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh my god.
I hate that. Thank you.
Thank you, Melson, for that joke. But my day was pretty epic. Not gonna lie. So
What'd
I
you
woke up.
do?
The dog looked at me, so I took out my dog, Blue, he's a good boy, and then I came back inside and I tried to go back to sleep, but that didn't really work because everything did not want me to go back to sleep.
The
Uh,
forces of nature said no.
yeah, and then I went to Stephanie's house and she cooked stuff. She played a little bit of Nier, a little bit of Sekiro, and then we watched The Shining.
And then you two fought like an anime fight scene.
Yeah.
Stephanie's dead. That's why she's not here.
I killed her with my bare fists. Don't worry, I'll revive her with the Dragon Balls next time.
All right. My day was pretty boring. I slept through a lot of it, but there was an exciting incident at a Burger King.
I
So
want to hear this.
I've been hyping it up. I needed to do grocery shopping, and someone was going to Walmart, and I was like, "Yo, I'll go to Wally World." And Walmart was too busy for me to do any shopping. Everything's gone, so whatever. And we ended up going to Burger King because the IHOP was closed. And at this Burger King, they gave us an extra chicken sandwich for some reason. We didn't ask for it, but we didn't pay for it. And a person driving took a bite, and they're like, "This is the worst chicken sandwich." And then they put it on the roof of their car because they have like this on like the window thing you pull back on the roof of your car. They put it like on that window, pulled it forward. So we just had like the sandwich on top of the car for a while. And people would drive by, be like, "Yo, that's a burger on the car," and like we get to see them laughing like, through their windows. And then I was like, "Please take this down. It's going to hit someone on the highway." And promptly, the driver did not do that, and they started backing out. And we were driving like 60 down some road, and we just saw the top bun fly off, and we fucking lost it. And then like we looked away for a moment, and all we heard from like the back window was like a thud, like a loud like. And we turned around, saw nothing. We looked up, and the burger was gone, and like we screamed, like the burger's gone now. So that's my story about the car with the burger on it, and
My
That
favorite
sounds like
part.
you could experience a haunted. How does that make you feel?
Oh my god.
I never considered it that way. I'm a bit scared now. Maybe the burger's like crawling its way to my house, ready to strike.
I just loved that you described it like the top button flew off.
No, like it was like a cartoon. Like the top bun just like straight like you know, like in the cartoon, how like something's going at high speed, the burger disassembles one piece at a time. That's what happens. But from the top of a car.
Tell me why that's
Wow.
exactly how I imagined it too. Like a SpongeBob episode or some shit where like a Krabby Patty
That's
just
what
like
happened. It was so good.
Sounds like an amazing experience.
Yeah, and
I'll
then I
be right back, actually. Sorry.
understandable. After the Burger King incident, I promptly got home and did nothing for the rest of the day. I did not get groceries as I intended. I merely wallowed on the couch doing nothing.
That's a vibe for a cold ass half snowy day like today.
So
And
you're
half snowy, I mean it just like, you know, snow's
Yeah.
still there. What were you gonna
Not-
say?
It's not quite Halloween. It's like snow Halloween.
Fries.
God, hate Christmas. All I can think of is Christmas right now.
Uh,
You're our resident Halloween expert enthusiast. You got any Halloween stuff you like? You wanna talk about any favorite Halloween things from this year?
well, I guess one thing that I enjoyed with like given the pandemic and you know the situation this year, one thing that I highly enjoyed was watching the 1978 original Halloween because it brings back like a nostalgia for me. Because like I saw it like when I was way too young to that I should have watched it.
The prime age reviewing horror movies.
Yup. And like it gave me like I had like really bad nightmares about it when I was a kid, but like now when I watch it, it like brings back like a nostalgia to when I was a kid and like, you know, going out trick or treating and stuff. Like I really love that movie.
This is a good movie. Actually, I'm curious now. Is there any like anything you watched as a kid that like just fucked you up? Like you woke up like with like nightmares every night because of it?
Yeah, Halloween was actually the worst one for me. Like
Oh, really?
I like when I first watched
All right, I
Halloween, like
return.
I was not able to sleep in my own bed for years because I really like truly thought like as a kid that Michael Myers was gonna be around a corner of my house like ready to kill me.
Yo, what's up?
Oof.
Our current topic is things as a kid that terrified you
Oh.
to
Like
where you
I
couldn't sleep.
just like it went from me being terrified that Michael Myers was like in my house to like me like being in love with this man. So like what a turn around.
Understandable.
I literally just developed like Stockholm syndrome over the years.
What a story!
What a story!
What a story, Mark.
Are you next,
That-
Ryan, or am I next?
I can go next. So not a lot of things really scared me when I was younger, but there's one thing that stuck with me to this day. You all know Mr. Meaty?
Oh my god, that was terrible. Oh my god,
No.
that's
You remember the
no,
episode of the tapeworm?
that literally made me cry. Like I'm not even gonna like.
All right,
That
Jason, I
made me
need you
cry.
to look up Mr. Meaty right now.
No, no.
So there was this show on Nickelodeon, like early in the morning. It was done with puppets called Mr. Meaty, and the show was like an Adult Swim show, but on Nickelodeon for some reason. And there was an episode about a tapeworm,
I
where
hate it.
yeah, I can't remember his name. It wasn't Josh, the other dude. The fat one. He ran around just like eating everyone's food because he was like, "I'm going to eat everyone's food before they can." And then he ate a raw burger, and
That.
he started going to eat things, and they disappear in front of him. And then like they slow like time down or whatever, like for like a video, and it shows like a disgusting ass worm come out and just like eat the food. And like there was a whole scene where like the worm like came out of his throat, started like screaming and thrashing around the place, and they were like wrangling with it. And then some dude came in like, "Yo, I'll take your tapeworm." And then he like opens his mouth and the worm climbs into it, and that destroyed me when I was younger. I didn't sleep for months.
Oh wow.
Like there was one scene specifically where like his mouth is open and it's like all mucusy and slimy, like in the puppet. And I thought about it a lot. I repressed it until like middle school, then I got reminded of it, and I couldn't sleep again for like another month.
Thanks for opening up that memory that I
Hey,
tried so very hard to
if I have to remember, so do you. I can't be
Everyone
the
must
only
know
one
this
cursed with
horror.
this. I repressed that entire show. I thought it was like a fever dream.
Yeah, for real.
But no, it's real.
People thought
Wow.
Courage was scary. I thought Mr. Meaty was
Oh
disturbing.
yeah.
Dude, Courage was
Honestly,
cool. Mr. Meaty.
yeah, I
Oh my
always thought
god.
Courage was cool. I
Exactly.
never really was scared of it.
You know what movie, like on the topic, you know what, a lot of like people said this movie was like terrifying when they were a kid, but I actually highly enjoyed it thoroughly throughout the whole thing.
What movie?
Coraline.
That's a great movie. I
Great
loved
movie.
Coraline.
Me too.
You see,
Like,
it's not
I
up there
had,
with like the horror mastery of Mr. Meaty, so it didn't terrify me as a kid. But
Yeah.
I liked watching it a lot because I didn't find it scary. I just kind of liked how creepy the imagery was.
Yeah, because like a lot of people that I knew like genuinely said that like they were like it was too like disturbing for them to watch, or like it was just like really like scary, and I was like, bro, it was so cool. Like it was
It
just
was a
really
cool
cool.
movie. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Like my little sister watches it and is like enjoying it. She's not even scared. She's like 2 or something.
Exactly. Like I didn't like. I mean, like there was like a disturbing concept, yeah, but like the imagery was like really cool.
Yeah.
I
What
loved
about you,
it.
Jason?
Well, I never wanted to expose myself like this or at all, but when I was a kid, you know, around I think third or fourth grade, it was around that time. I used to love Majora's Mask as a kid
Good
because
video
Link could
game.
do backflips. But one thing ruined it for me, and can you guess what that was?
Is it the spooky doll?
No.
Oh.
Are you talking about like the Ben Drown situation?
Yes. It wasn't the creepypasta itself, it's just um going over it. I had a friend named Eric. We he disappeared one day. It's not important, but at the time, he was going over. It was a Friday, and I was excited to be out of school. I got back. Nelson was in our room listening to music. Specifically, dang, I forget the song, but it was yeah something. I
I love
forget
how
the
this is
song.
such a traumatic experience. Like you remember all the details. Like you
Yeah,
remember what music your
but
brother
in
was
in
listening
my
to.
in mom's room, uh, Eric was with Nelson, and I don't think Zach might have been there, but I'm not entirely sure. And they were going over it, and they put the song of Unhealing, and it spooked me as a young child. I was so afraid of that stupid statue. I
Bro, I'm thinking of
it, I
creepypasta.
I I was not right anymore. I was so scared of
You
everything.
close your eyes
I
and
couldn't even use the bathroom that night.
you close your eyes, you saw the Link statue.
Yeah, but
Bro,
I still get a physical reaction, but I'm not scared at all now.
I gotcha.
Yeah. Now I can play Majora's Mask again. Now that I'm no longer freaking baby. I want to go back to the past and slap myself for being scared of that.
Oh, I love
Oh,
how like
grandma.
when I was in middle school, I think you guys knew I was like heavily into creepypasta. At least Brian knew.
Yeah.
I was very into creepypasta, but like I don't know why like specifically this thing freaked me out so much, but I remember like watching like I watched like yeah, I watched PewDiePie play Sonic EXE for the first time, and like nothing really particularly about it like scared me too much, but like it was more like just the like disturbing like it was like the Green Hill Zone music, but it was
Yeah.
like reversed,
Yeah, I
and
hate reverse music now.
I love
it like
it.
really just it like
It's
disturbed me
so
when I was like
unsettling.
God. If you
that.
ever want to like move past your trauma, I recommend reading Sonic.exe because it's so bad it's hilarious.
Yeah, I feel like reading it like I don't know, like visually, like that one screen when like Sonic just popped up and it said "I am God." I was like, oh, okay, all right, whatever you say.
This isn't really scary related, but I just think it's funny. Whenever I watch scary videos nowadays, specifically of the Markiplier variety, I tend to fall asleep. I can't tell you why. It
Oh
just
no,
sort of
that happens.
happens.
Immune to fear.
I've been doing that too though. Like that's so weird because like recently like I also watch Mark a lot and like I just watch like YouTubers play like really like freaky games that normally they would keep me up, and now I just kind of like fall asleep to them.
I know, right?
That's actually like a super good topic though. Like when I was younger, all I did was watch creepypasta videos.
Yeah, same.
And like in retrospect, they were all so dumb, but like they terrified me. Like y'all ever like read The Rake?
Yeah.
I
No,
didn't
I don't think
sleep
so.
for weeks. All right, so basically, there's like this creature that like I don't even remember anything about the story. It was like told as like a news report where like people were going missing, and there's like this creature called the Rake that like you just wake up in the middle of the night. It would be staring like it would like be leaning over you like
Oh.
four-legged, like just looking into you, like breathing heavily. And like just like the thought of like waking up and having like some weird creature like peering over me, like I didn't
Oh,
sleep for.
no, I hated that.
Yeah.
I sometimes thought that about the dang statue Link.
You wake up in your doorway, you'd hear the LSD of emptiness and Link is staring at you.
He's like, no,
And it
the
just like
statue can't
collapsed.
even do anything to me.
It just stares.
Now that you mentioned it, like when I think about it, like I used to be like so passionate. I felt like so bad because I used to be one of those bitches that was like obsessed with Jeff the
Oh my
killer.
god, yeah,
And
I
like
remember
now
this.
that I think of like I can think about the story so vividly in my head, it was so like bad when I think about it, because like it's just the concept of it is sad itself, but like when you think about how it like they described him, like how he got like bleached and like how he
It
burned
was such a
himself, like
dumb story.
like if he really got like burnt like that, like his hair would be gone, like his face would just be melted, like he wouldn't have the white skin or like the black singed hair, like they just like act like he got like bleached and turned emo, like like is that how we make emos now?
Like you just get bleached, and then like you walk to school the next day, like staring out the bus window, headphones in, blasting MCR.
uh, not a
He just
scary
G notes
story,
everyone.
but definitely a Halloween moment. Back when I used to live in Rhode Island. I'll be right back then.
We can just cut this bit out.
Yeah.
God, I'm thinking about the Rake now.
Yeah, like
I'm
I
gonna
love
wake up in
how
a cold shower, like.
I don't hate it, but like I love how we downgraded to like Siren Head now.
Oh my god, I think Siren Head's like a cool design and concept, but it's not scary.
It just got memed so quickly
It's
that
just
like
like
it's
stomping
not.
around, like woo, woo. Like, I'm sorry, it ain't scary.
I
What ain't
know.
scary?
Oh, I
Siren
guess.
Head.
Yeah. While you were gone, we were talking about a Siren Head. How like creepy stuff's just sort of like degraded over the years. Like, explain to me how people find Siren Head scary. Like, it's just this big dude, like woo, woo, like monkey stomping around the place, like woo, woo, woo.
I saw on Instagram someone
I
made
mean,
like a
anything
YouTube
can
video.
sound funny if you describe it like that.
I know, but like that's literally what it is.
Yeah,
Like this is a
I know
literal
Siren
depiction
Head.
of what it is.
Like on Instagram, someone made like a Miku version of Siren Head, and it was just screaming "Love is War."
God,
Yeah,
real terror is that gif of Miku with like the leg hair.
Yes. We don't talk about that anyway.
Oh, it
Jason,
gives me life.
continue.
Oh yeah. So back to what I was saying. Yeah, back when I lived in Rhode Island, uh, I lived in East Providence at the time, I think. But we drove around to either it was probably Pawtucket, and there was this one house. God bless them, and they served apple cider, warm apple cider.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
So was it a good memory?
Yes, it's a great memory.
No, it's a bad
Good.
memory. It's a bad memory because what Jason didn't explain is that the person selling it was Ben Drown. He had to approach it. He had to confront his fear to get like a
it's a
single
sad
bottle of
story
apple
because I
cider.
don't remember the house where the house is, so I can never go back.
You think they still sell apple cider?
They didn't sell it; they just gave it out.
Oh, you think they still do it? Like you still think like if you showed up to that house one day, you can be like, "Yo, I want some apple cider." They're like, "I got you."
Yeah, yeah, they'd be like that.
Wait. What was his catchphrase? What was it? You shouldn't have done that. Like they come like the most ridiculous.
that.
Like Jeff the Killer was like, "Go to sleep," and I was like, "Oh."
Okay.
I thought that was like whenever, even when I was like in middle school, I kind of laughed at like the fact that that was his catchphrase. I was like, "Go to sleep, really?"
It's like an action movie one-liner.
No.
Like Jeff the Killer pulls out like his full like semi-automatics, like go to sleep, and then he starts like tearing apart like a bank.
No, see, like what I imagine is like he says "go to sleep" and it's like it acts like the "I like it cut G" meme, and it just like knocks your ass out.
Go to sleep.
Exactly.
So what are we talking about now?
I don't know. We can go back to creepypastas. I feel like there's a lot to talk about there.
Yeah, there is.
Keep it on the spooky realm. But who else? I mean, we could talk about like let's see. There was Slender Man. What did you guys think about Slender Man?
God, y'all remember when Slenderman was huge?
Blender Man.
Blender Man.
Bro, didn't they make like those weird like brothers, quote unquote, of him, like Prender Man, like the one that like wore like
What?
like
I don't
did
know
y'all,
anything about this.
were y'all not as into creepypasta as I
No.
was?
Like I like listened to like a lot of like creepypasta readings. I don't know about the Slenderman expanded universe though.
Like they're real, like the fandom like literally came up with like different versions of him. Like there was like Splendor Man, and he was like the happy version of him that like he like looked like a clown and he had like a polka dot suit.
Was this on DeviantArt? This sounds like a very DeviantArt thing.
Bro, it probably was. Like it wasn't like there was no like deep lore to it. It was just like people like making light of like something scary.
Hey! You undermining the Frenderman lore and displacing the Slenderman mythos?
Yes, I am. I'm undermining it all.
You gotta bring you to the gallows for that one.
Yeah, one of my first like videos that I watched of like Felix's was actually him playing Slender, which was pretty cool. Like I thought that was like the best shit I'd ever watched at
I
the
used
time.
to love watching Slender videos.
So
I didn't
did
even
I.
find it scary. I just thought it was funny to see people scream at it.
Exactly.
I remember watching Team 4 Stars Krillin play Slender the Arrival. I always loved how he said it.
I feel like most people started off with like a Slender the Arrival or like a Slender video of some YouTuber.
Slender the 8 Pages in 2006.
Bro.
When did that come out? Was that 2006? I feel like it was close to it.
Maybe.
Well, it's research time. When did Slender the 8 Pages come out?
The original 8 pages.
God, that game is so bad. Have y'all seen it recently?
No.
Yeah, like when I watched it like recently and I realized how like shitty the quality was.
That was 2012?
That's what I thought, because like that's when like all like the Slender videos started like surfacing.
God, that feels like it was so long ago.
No. But when I watched it like in 2012, I thought it was like the scariest shit ever though. Like I was like, oh my god.
I thought it was really funny.
Ooh, ah.
Like, oh no, tall white man, make way to spear.
Literally. Bro, it came full circle in 2020.
Oh no, a straight white man, oh no!
Fear the cis white man.
The scariest people on the planet.
I know. Like Slenderman ain't even half the fright.
God, I think we should remake Slenderman, but just like have like replace Slenderman with like just like John. I don't know what's the last name for John. Like John Cena. Let's look at John Cena.
I was gonna
Just,
You
like,
can't see him.
Just like standing there, like in like a T pose, just like as intimidating as the original. Which I mean, it's not a very high bar, but like I think we can match it. Just like replace it with like random white dudes. Like it's just the same effects. Like put John Cena in a suit. There you go.
Bro, like
There we
another
go.
thing,
Slenderman, the 8 pages, 2020 edition.
kind of on topic, like technically, like in like the creepypasta fandom, I don't like know how deep you guys were in the creepypasta fandom, but like Slenderman had like the proxies. He had like they literally named them the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Like there was Masky, Hoodie, and Tiki Toby.
These are like Mario enemies.
And like like they had like the most tragic backstory, but the fandom was like, oh, let's make them love cheesecake. Like, can't. I'm not even making this up. And
Oh my god.
they made Tiki Toby like obsessed with pancakes, and I was like, are you kidding me, bro? I'm
God.
like, these are like killers.
I think we need more Slenderman movies for this expanded universe.
I know.
Y'all remember the Slenderman movie?
No.
I've only watched it once, and I don't remember much of it.
It's so bad. There's a reason you don't remember it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like in
Slenderman
production for
movie.
like 6 years or something. It was like more like 4 years, but like it was in production forever, and you could tell. Like it was not good. Like it had a similar energy to that like animatronic horror movie that I think was supposed to be like a Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Like that's what it feels like.
Bro, sorry, like that made me think. They like, you know how, did you ever hear how Blumhouse was supposed to like take over like the FNAF movie? I
Yeah.
was like so hyped for it. Well, they dropped it, I think, and they made like they made like a animatronic themed movie. I watched it. It's called the Banana Splits movie.
It's
It
not
was
good.
so bad.
God, I really wish that was the original like Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I want to see like Freddy Fazbear breathing fire. I think that'd be amazing.
But like in the movie, like they were like literally like furry suits, but they acted like they were
Yeah.
robots.
Because I'm pretty sure how it went is like last minute Scott Cawthon was like, I don't like the script, and he backed out of the movie, so they had to like salvage it the best they can. So they just reshot the entire movie with like new animatronic suits.
Yeah, yep.
I went through that phase in like middle school where I loved Five Nights at Freddy's, and then in high school where I'm like, this is kind of cringe. It's pretty cringe, not gonna lie, pretty cringe.
Pretty cringy,
And
bro.
then like recently, like this year, I got like super into it. Like I don't know if it's ironic or if like I'm genuinely fascinated by it, but like I'm really like following Five Nights at Freddy's again. Like one of my housemates played through all the games, and I watched it, and that was exciting. And I don't know. I'm like following the series now. I'm really excited for like whatever the movie turns into, because there's two possibilities. Either it's a fine horror movie or like it's a train wreck. And I'm really hoping it's a train wreck.
Brian just likes bad things.
Like I
Listen,
also like
it's
just
funny.
I also
It
like
is.
just like started like going back into like my FNAF phase, because like I realized how much I missed it. And like I don't know, I don't know like if you guys like have like a favorite or if you even like it that much, but like I think like besides the first one, obviously, I think one of my favorite FNAF games will be the Pizzeria Simulator. Like
That was fun.
I don't know if I could call it FNAF 6, but like I love
I think that's what most people call it.
Most people do call it that.
Because like I thought like the salvage like was so cool. Like that was a really cool aspect in the game.
My favorite one is 4, just because it's the only one that I think is genuinely scary.
4 was definitely like the creep factor one. Like that
You have
one.
like no information is given to you, so you're just kind of like running around aimlessly, like trying to figure things out.
That's like the one, like that's like the first one where they just kind of like throw you head first with like no phone calls, and you're just like, oh, okay, I have to fend for myself as a child.
Yeah. Don't get a hello, welcome to your first day of the Moon Approved Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. No, I actually worked at that office before you.
Animatronics do get a bit quirky at night.
They get a bit quirky, though.
He says that though. Like, good job, Scott. You really outdone yourself with the script.
Now he has standards.
Yeah, I'm not like the other girls. I like roaming the pizzeria at night.
I like chilling with my animatronic buddies that are actually dead children. You know.
God, my favorite songs in Beat Saber are like Five Nights at Freddy's parody songs, because they're all really bad. Like I like listening to like the lyrics of them. Like my favorite lyric in any song ever now. It's called, I don't remember what the song is called, but there's a lyrics like, a guy who's purple murdered me, and like that's the lyric. And I've never been like more happy to hear like that a sequence of words in my life. It was wonderful. Like someone wrote that and sang it.
Bro, I love how like the character has a name. Like his name is William Afton, yet they still call him Purple Guy.
Because it's the funny meme name.
The man behind the slaughter.
Like you don't see like clips of Markiplier going like, William Afton is like Purple Guy.
Purple Guy. Oh my god, that gave me so many like flashbacks to like 2014 FNAF Markiplier videos.
Oh my god.
Bro, do you
Dude.
remember? Do you remember that? Also, that one clip from Mark. I don't know if you remember, but he's like, "Is that the bite of 80
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that was like one of the same clips. Like it was like the same video. I think. I like the memes of it. Like people like, is that the buy? And then they just like put the buy flag on screen.
Good
Memes.
times, good times.
Any other spooky subjects?
Um,
If we want, we can talk about past Halloween experiences.
I mean, sure. Y'all, any of y'all? What was like y'all's favorite like Halloween story of your own life?
I mean, like, I guess one of my like favorite moments as a kid, I know we're talking about I know I've had like pretty good experiences trick or treating my whole life. Like Halloween's always been my
Same.
favorite holiday. And I always thought this was a fever dream, but one of my best memories besides going trick or treating was watching Scary Godmother.
Okay,
Like I don't know if like y'all remember that movie, but
I know.
I'm
I
looking it
thought
up.
I thought it
I
was a
know.
fever dream because
Oh my god, I know this.
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
stopped playing it on Cartoon Network after a while, and I
Yep.
thought I just made it up in my head until I saw
Yep.
it again.
God, look at her face.
Yep.
No, bro, it was the best shit. Like you can't even lie. It was the best Halloween movie. Like when you were a kid.
Yep.
Oh, this is. I've never seen
It
this. I
just
want to watch it now.
disappears.
Like
I
I've seen
love how
screenshots of this, but I don't know what
like
it is.
I love how like our generation like of an entirety thought we all made it up after it stopped playing.
It's like Mr. Meaty, you know. You suppress it for a while, then like you remember one day,
No,
like,
no,
oh,
no,
wait,
no.
that was
It
real.
like it doesn't have the vibes as Mr. Media at all. Like it was like a good thing, but like it's just kind of we all forgot about it once we started getting older until like we found out that it actually existed again.
I think on the subject of trick or treating, even though you weren't talking about trick or treating,
We could talk about trick or treating.
my favorite trick or treating night. I was in high school trick or treating like a real gamer.
Same.
And you know about this, Alyssa.
Oh,
I was walking around with some friends, and we
that's the
looped
night
back
that I
around
ran into
to
you.
yeah. Okay, so we all left, and like at some point we finally like we finished all of our trick or treating. We looped back to the house, and then we saw Alyssa and another one of our friends, and
Oh
we're like,
yeah,
"Yo, is that you guys?" And like, "Yo," and then
the mac and cheese.
and then we didn't have any candy left. So what we did was we went into the house, got two mac and cheese like instant cups, and gave it to them. And then the next day in shop, our friend was making it, like super excited, like, "Yo, they gave me the mac and cheese last night."
Yo, that was so funny. She was so excited.
It was a real good night.
Oh,
That
wow.
was the most hilarious. Like I was thinking about that right before you said it too. I'm like, maybe I should bring that up because that was pretty funny.
That was like my favorite trick or treating story.
I think that was the year I went as Jeff the Killer.
Yeah, it was.
I had to bring back my creepy pasta face.
It all comes full circle.
It always does.
Yeah, that year Jason wasn't trick or treating. He was running away from Ben Drown, who had become real.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So besides being chased by Ben Drown, what's a funny Halloween story that you have, or a scary
Funny
story, any
Halloween
kind of
story?
story, any kind of Halloween story?
To be honest, I don't really remember much Halloweens. One thing that does come to mind is the one year where my mom made me a Luigi costume.
Hmm.
She pulled out the old what do you call them things? The sewing things? Like
Sewing
the
machine?
little machines. Yeah,
Yeah, sewing
the
machine.
sewing machine and everything. And made me a Luigi
You
outfit. The
became Super
overalls.
Luigi.
Yeah. The hat. I'm pretty sure I still have it and it was pretty comfortable.
It's pretty
Fine.
cool.
I know that oh yeah, there were a couple times where and I think it was only two times where I went out as Link.
Hmm.
Might have been one. I don't know. My memory fades, but Lawson, he likes to make stuff. He made the Master Sword and a shield for both of us because we were both Link. I was Toon Link.
Oh, I remember those.
Yeah. And I forgot. how it went, but like we got two girls and we were like, "Whoa, you're Link," and we took pictures with them. I'm sorry, I really don't remember much.
It's a fun story.
Memory bad, memory bad.
Repressed Halloween memories.
I mean, it's hard to remember stuff when you're running away from Ben Drown.
Yeah, like every Halloween, he just comes back.
I mean,
Another
if the follow up on the Ben Drown stuff, I was so traumatized that like one time in the middle of school, I was like seeing his outline in the freaking carpet.
You started seeing visions.
I also have another topic we could bring up because I went there as a kid, but it made me like think of like a really funny like / good Halloween memory when I was like 7. I don't know if y'all have been there before, but have y'all went to Barrett's Haunted Mansion before?
I have
No.
not.
So it's like I went when I was like 7, I think. It was like pretty fun. For the most part, I handled it pretty well. But then there was like this one like room, and it was like all white, kind of like an insane asylum white room, and like, you could walk through like for the most part with all the doorways. But then they locked this door, and like there were like just like bags of like guts hanging from the wall, and it looked like real, and it like I was like starting to like get so scared, and then this guy with a chainsaw just like starts revving it in my face, and I'm
Yo.
like, all right, time to go. And then I tried to get out like at the door, and the door was locked, and I'm like, this is where I die.
Yeah, no, that's an actual chainsaw murder. Little do you know, you narrowly
Yeah.
avoided death.
And
Yeah, good job. Good job.
I'm so cool. I just like met like a murderer and shit and just didn't die.
You know, you missed the haunted house. You went to the crack house.
Yeah.
You're right next to each other. It's an easy mistake.
Oh wow, I can't believe that many people were in line for the crack house.
I mean, it's not that hard to believe.
We're all just trying to see who had the drugs first. It was a 7-year-old looking for drugs.
Hello?
Whoa.
Oh,
Oh,
I was scared that I cut out.
yeah, same.
No, I just didn't have anything to say for a second. Just cut out
I
that
was gonna be
silence.
all like, great commentary, guys. But then I was actually worried, wait, did I cut out?
Yeah, I
No, if
thought
there's like a bout
y'all,
of silence, we can just cut it out.
thought
Yeah,
y'all's
yeah.
audio just like died.
Yeah, we all died. We're dead. Booga booga.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Woo!
Woo.
What else do you want to talk
Uh,
about?
favorite costumes? Question mark.
Sure.
Like costumes that we've worn, or like just costumes in general.
Favorite costume that you've worn in any of your trick or treating years?
All right, I gotta think on this for a minute.
I'll give you a joke answer first. My favorite costume that I've worn is a background ninja from Naruto. I literally just had the headband on. Yeah, best costume ever. But actually, I don't remember much of my costumes, but it'd probably have to be my Toon Link costume.
Nice.
I had a sword
Pretty
and
epic.
shield. It's all you can ever ask for.
All a boy can dream of.
Exactly.
Wait, you, Alyssa, what's your favorite Halloween costume?
Well, actually, it was from this year, but I didn't like technically wear it today, but like a couple months ago, I finally got like the Ghostface robe, and like I did like a mini photo shoot on Sarah's aunt's deck. With we were all just like dressed up in costumes because it was still like warm enough because it was like August, and like I got like my Ghostface your version of Ghostface. And I like put like the fake blood and everything on. And I was like, whoa, this guy, I dig this costume. Pretty lit.
Nice.
Like it's basically like it reminds me of like the Bishoujo like horror characters, like the just like the super slutty female version of horror movie characters. Basically what I was.
All right, so So I was a pretty basic person when it came to costumes. Like I had like a Spider-Man when I was younger. I had a Darth Vader. I did like a Luke Skywalker. I didn't even know a lot of the characters I was dressing up as. So it's like I want that one. But there was one year in particular. So middle school me. Oh boy, middle school me. I was a big weeb.
Oh boy.
Oh my.
And middle school me. My reintroduction to anime was through a Sword Art Online.
Oh no.
Now I'm not sure if y'all know where I'm going with this yet, but
Yeah.
oh my god.
No.
So I don't have a favorite costume. I do have one though that I look back on, and it's so fucking hilarious. I just want to punt myself across a football field. And that was the Sword Art Online Kirito.
Oh my god.
I paid like $60 for the costume. I was so hype. I had like a sword and everything, and I thought I was the coolest shit. And I went out trick or treating. My friends did like a theme thing where they were all TF2 characters, and I was Kirito from Sword Art Online. And then I had like a year of like, oh god, why did I do that? And then afterwards, I was like, that was the funniest thing in the world. I'm so glad I did that.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Oh my
So
god.
that's my Halloween costume story.
I did that whole cosplaying thing one year. Like when I finally got my Tato cosplay, I wore it to Brianna's Halloween party in like middle school. I think it was either like we might have been like freshmen at that time, but like we still had like the whole middle school group, and like we did that, and I dressed up as Tato, and I just looked like a giant weeb walking along the streets of Brockton.
God, I feel like I only think about your story about how you went to Dunkin' Donuts dressed up as Tato when you were going to Anime Boston.
I did. It was so awkward. Like all like the Karens and like people going to their jobs were just like staring at me, and I was like, I'm going to an anime convention.
I wanna do that, but like just to bother people. Like I won't even be for a convention. I'll just dress up as like some random anime girl. I'll walk into a Dunkin' Donuts and just like go up like nothing's wrong.
So just walk into Dunks in a maid dress and see what happens.
Heck yeah.
If you think about it, Halloween is just one giant cosplay event.
Yeah, it's just the night where cosplay is normal.
Yeah.
Exactly. One
I'll
night.
unearth like my 11-year-old Kirito costume. I'll walk into Dunks with it. I'll walk up to the counter. I'm Kirito from Sword Art Online.
A Bostonian version of Kirito.
God, that's on my
Sort of the
bucket list now.
usual.
Walk into Dunks dressed as an anime girl.
Good luck with that. We have to record that.
Oh, please.
Oh my god, Brian in a dress.
Oh no.
Schoolgirl Brian. Brian Chan.
Listen, I'd do it.
Would you really?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll
hold you
Don't
to
test
that.
me.
It's recorded, so you have to live up to your word.
Yeah.
I'll join you, Brian. We can both wear maid dresses and go into Dunks.
And one day I'll weigh about like 40 pounds less. Femboy Brian will be real.
Oh
my
no.
God, femboy Brian.
Nothing you can do about it.
If there's one costume that I should realize, it's Black Alm.
Yo!
I should make Black Alm real.
Please.
Post on everyone. And then the next year I can do Black Joker. For a while I wanted to do Ike.
That'd be cool,
Not Dad Ike, because I'm not there yet, but one day.
Blake.
Blake.
Blom. Bloker. I'd say Bloker, but it sounds like British Joker, and they hate it.
It does.
Oh, I bloke over there.
My friends like really want me to do it because I'm tall and I guess I can like pull off I guess like all my female friends like that are into anime, they'd say I'd make like a really like good like Dobby. So I'm thinking of just like full sending it to look like a dude and just
Wait, who?
cosplay as Dobby, like My Hero Academia.
Oh, okay.
Like, do you remember Dobby, right?
A little bit. Hold on, I'm looking him up.
Like he's the black-haired one that he has like Bakugo hair, but he has like the fire power.
Oh,
I know him. I'm not caught up. I'm a
me
couple
neither.
seasons behind.
But I might cosplay him in the future
Do it.
because he's literally the most edgy character in the anime.
Do it.
Well,
No one can stop you.
no. I've got the height to where I can pull off like anime dude cosplays.
Hmm.
I also really want to cosplay Soichi.
Funny nail, man.
I love him so much. He's great.
You got any subjects, Jason? Any topics of discourse? Jason's dead.
No.
I suppose we shall cut the recording until Jason returns.
Wait, what?
Oh, have
Oh.
you been here?
No.
You got
I
any
just got
topics of
back.
discourse, Jason? I don't know if you brought anything up yet.
I mean, I suggested stuff, but I haven't really brought anything up. What's the scariest experience you playing a game?
Playing a
Doesn't have
game.
to be a scary game, just any game.
I'm gonna have to think on that one.
Yeah, same.
You got one while we're putting our small brains to use.
I don't think it's the scariest experience I had, but it was definitely a scary experience. I'm pretty sure it was Spider-Man 2. We were playing Spider-Man 2, and we were just web slinging, all that, and some reason the audio just the music it just began to repeat itself.
You told me about this.
Looking back on it, it was pretty hilarious. But at the time, I'm sure I saw it as scary. It was either Spider-Man 2 or Spider-Man 3.
I don't know if I've had it. I guess the scariest moment I've had playing a game is when I got Animal Crossing New Horizons like 2 months ago and I accidentally deleted my save file.
Oh yeah, that's scary.
How do you
scary.
accidentally
It's
delete your
scary.
save file? That's so hard to do.
Listen, I think it was because I like had just started out and like I forgot that like I forgot how to like save on the Switch, and I just lost everything. I'm dense. It's okay.
It's okay. It happens. It happens.
My
I've never
island is
I never
thriving.
told anyone this, but when I was a stupid little kid, I think it was the Wii. I formatted it because I'm all like, "Ooh, what does this do?"
Oh my god, why? Alissa, do you know what formatting a Wii does?
Formatting a Wii.
It completely wipes all of your downloads and save data.
It
Oh,
deletes
no.
everything basically.
Jason, why?
I was a dumb kid.
I suppose you've already said your scariest experience with Ben Drown.
Yeah.
Can't mention him. He's watching you. You have to be quiet. The low
Yeah. He
profile.
might appear out of nowhere. I have to stay on my toes.
God, I don't know if I have like
I
any
remember we can go into if we had any scary dreams, but I never had a nightmare, but I remember Ben Drown appearing a couple times in my dream. I remember one time I threw him in a closet. Be like, yeah, that'll show him.
Get in the closet.
Oh my god. Brian, why don't you go first on this one? Scariest dream slash nightmare.
God, I have like a lot of like vague dreams that I don't exactly know why I have them. But when I was like 4 or 5 or something, I had a dream where I was in like a carriage, like a baby carriage, and I was just sort of chilling. I was in like a bar, like people were playing pool. I don't know why my tiny brain knew what a bar was, but I was there, and I was next to this door that just took like stairs down to like the end of it, and there was nothing there. It was just a black room, and then somebody just came by and like fucking roundhouse kicked me through the door, and like I fell down into like this room. They shut the door, and I was just sort of there screaming for like 2 hours, and then I woke up screaming. That was
Wow.
fun.
Wow. Wild.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. Aside from that, they have a recurring dream where I'm in a sinking submarine, and time's going in like 5 times speed.
Oh.
I can't really explain that one. Like it's pretty self-explanatory. I'm just in a shrinking submarine.
Wow.
I don't have many exciting dreams.
It's okay. It's okay.
How about you, Jason?
I mostly have weird dreams. I don't have any scary dreams. I've never had a nightmare, but I don't really remember it. But I remember Nelson telling me this reoccurring dream that he had. He was like in a house or something. It was like a spooky house. Um, Dang. It was such an interesting dream too. I curse my bad memory. Uh, mm, I remember at the end it being like something with the devil, and then he remembered he had the dream, so he jumped out the window or something like that. I don't know. I'm sorry. My memory's
Wait,
I
are
trash.
kind
you
of like trying to piece together this vague fragments of dreams that you're giving me right now.
Something about a door that that's like it goes into nothingness. I don't know.
I'm sorry, but
um,
you dreamt of the plot of Kingdom Hearts.
like that like literally reminded me of the end of The Exorcist. Like that reminded me of the end of that movie. I don't know if y'all seen it, but like that's
No.
all it made me think of.
Not since I was little.
I don't know. When I think about the dream, I think about the door that goes nothingness. I don't know why. I don't even think it was part of the dream. Might have been. I just think of an old house with stairs, and then right next to the stairs is a door, and there's like nothing really in the door. Yeah, you thought of anything yet, Alyssa?
Honestly, I feel like out of all you guys, like I have a lot of nightmares. Like
Sad.
I don't know if it has to do with like my dysfunctional life, but like I just have had like so many like bad dreams. Like like I've had like really bad ones that have like made me cry before, but I won't talk about those. But
Sad.
there's one like that was just like really odd to me. Like I don't know, it's just like more of like a reoccurring location, kind of like what Brian said. It's like a reoccurring location that doesn't exist. But, like it's just like this like abandoned factory in my dreams that I've had before. Like but like each floor is like different. Like I think like one floor was like an abandoned school and the other floor was like an abandoned restaurant. Like
You're
it was
really out
all
Sounds
like
here
like
dreaming of Silent
Tartarus.
Hill.
what?
You're really out here dreaming of Silent Hill.
Bro. And it's funny because I've never like actually like seen or played Silent Hill.
Silent Hill 2 is a pretty good game. Can't speak on the rest of them.
Can't speak on any of them.
I'm playing Animal Crossing.
How's that going for you?
It's going good. I highly enjoy the Halloween update.
That's nice.
Well, enjoy it while you can. It's going away next week, I'm pretty sure.
It's probably going away right after midnight.
Yeah. Soon
Yeah,
as it's not Halloween, gone.
I forgot we get an extra hour.
Oh yeah,
What do you mean?
Sunday. Clocks go back.
Yeah,
Oh, let's go.
More
yeah,
sleep, more sleep, more sleep.
Yeah.
yeah.
Can we talk about how the perfect timing of the full moon this Halloween night?
I know.
Oh,
I'm
there's a
sad.
full moon out.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can't see it from my window. I'll have to take your word on that one.
It's legit full as you. You're full.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Jason, do you know how long the recording's been?
It's almost been an hour. It's 58
Uh,
minutes.
you want to try and think of some wrapping up topics?
Um,
Same.
I mean, I would say hopes, but like, well, what would you hope for? The only thing I'd hope for is that sometime go trick or treating with you guys.
As full grown adults,
Yeah, as full grown adults.
Oh yeah, why not?
go beat up children, steal their candy,
Yeah,
Beat
exactly.
spit in their Twix bars. Oh, I have a good conversation topic actually. Okay, what are you guys' like top tier Halloween candies?
uh, I-
Oh.
does it specifically have to be Halloween candies, or is it
I
just
mean, I
candy in
guess just
general?
candy in general, but like I think specifically Halloween candies.
Like, yeah, like what do you mean? Like anything like people would give out on Halloween, like
I think just something you see on Halloween, like something like you go up to the bowl, you grab some.
yeah. One of my favorite candies to get on Halloween personally is Kit Kat bars.
Good choice. Good
Pretty good.
choice. Pretty
I
good.
love Kit Kat bars.
They are great.
So I didn't want to lead this topic because I know I have a bit of a divisive opinion, but my favorite candy to get on Halloween is almond joys.
Oh,
I
interesting.
will kill for an almond joy.
Huh.
There were a couple almond joys in Stephanie's candy bowl.
Like I love coconut so much, and like that just in chocolate is a wonderful combination. It gives me life.
Funny because for the longest time I hated coconut and chocolate. I haven't tried it recently, and now that I like coconut, perhaps I will like it.
See, most people hate coconut when they're younger. I found.
I remember some cakes having coconut on top of them. I'm like, you ruined my chocolate. The scariest thing for me, ruining my chocolate. How dare you? My favorite candy to get ever is a Crunch Bar. If you see me, hand me a Crunch Bar, and you'll be my best friend.
Really?
I love Crunch Bars.
All right. I mean, I think
They're
Crunch bars
just
are
so
pretty mid,
good.
to be honest.
I just love Crunch Bars. I love chocolate, but Crunch Bar, there's just something about them Crunch Bars. They hit different.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna cause some controversy. How do y'all feel about Reese's peanut butter cups? Because I think they're very overrated.
Oh wow, I love
I
Reese's.
love Reese's.
I think they're just fine, but like when I bite into a Reese's, like I don't know, there's something about it. Like it's good, but the peanut butter doesn't taste right. It feels like medicine almost.
What?
I
It's like
slightly
this
agree with
cold
you. I don't
flavor.
agree with the medicine point, but
It
like
tastes cold, if
Reese's
that makes
is
sense.
good. But every time I take into my bite, I do feel myself being slightly disappointed. I don't know why.
The peanut butter
I'm
never
like,
tastes right.
I feel like this should be better, but like I still love Reese's anyway.
The holiday Reese's though, like the egg Reese's, and I think they have like a pumpkin one. Like those are really good. They're
I
just
don't
like
think I've had them.
infinitely. They're more peanut butter and just
I
less
had
chocolate.
one of those
They're a nice change of
today.
taste. They're so good.
I had one of them today. It was so good.
Also, I've gotten into freezing Reese's cups recently. Like
Bro,
Dangerous
I
man,
was
dangerous.
really skeptical at first. Like I was like, no, there's no way that's good. But you know what? Pretty
yeah.
all right.
Like, putting them in
Alright.
the fridge is like pretty good.
You guys are mad people.
Listen, just try it. Just try it once.
Alright, okay.
Just take a single
Just in the
Reese's cup,
fridge.
put it in the freezer, take it out the next morning, just take a chomp.
I don't like frozen stuff. Like frozen chocolate, it's hard to take a bite to.
I mean, yeah, I get that. Just give it a shot. You never know.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, honestly, I expected Richard to join at one point, but I don't think he's coming.
Richard's
He died. He went on a walk. He went on a spooky, scary,
theoretically, I
Halloween
could walk
walk.
out of my house and try and like hunt him down. I could see
You
him
could
anywhere.
stab him with a knife.
Give him the real Halloween experience to remember.
Oh my god.
Then I'll have something to talk about.
I got stabbed by my roommate, not clickbait.
Some guy approached me in the street and just started stabbing me.
I ran as fast as I can. I mean, if anything, Richard could talk about that one time he was walking in Brockton and he just heard gunshots. It's like, okay, this is happening now.
All right, time to duck and run.
I remember when the fair was open last year.
Hmm.
I didn't have a ride back, so I had to walk in the darkness back to my house.
Oh no.
Nothing
Oh,
happened actually.
Oh,
It was
it's
pretty
still, it's
scary,
still,
not gonna lie
still
though.
a pretty scary walk. Like it's
I
not
mean,
like a short walk either.
yeah,
yeah.
being a black man and walking, you know, sometimes it
Yeah.
just doesn't mix well. But apparently, I'm pretty lucky, I guess.
I would, especially with like the fair around. There's probably more like police running around.
Okay.
You know what? Another thing that brought like major nostalgia when I think about it, like, for like getting stuff during trick or treating. Like, have you guys like ever gotten the you know, like the little like bags of like I don't know, like I guess you can get like chips or like pretzels and be like Halloween themed.
Um,
All right.
We good?
Yeah, we good. We good.
Yeah,
are you
like
saying?
one thing that brought me like major nostalgia also, like I thought about it and like it's like either like getting like those like treat bags that people would hand out like full of stuff, or like people would also hand out like they give out like stuff that like they sell at the stores all the time, like the bags of like chips or like pretzels or Rice Krispies, but they'd be like Halloween themed.
Mm-hmm.
They would bring me such excitement when I saw them get put into my treat bag.
Listen, it might be like a weird thing, but like I love when I see a Rice Krispies in a trick or treating bag.
I
I
never
know.
got a Rice Krispies in a trick-or-treating bag.
It's rare, but it happens.
The pretzels, though, they slap.
I do.
It always is nice to have some pretzels along with some chocolate.
I feel like the Halloween pretzels hit different.
Yeah, they do.
They're just made different.
Like aside from like the
Yes, like
fear of biting
specifically
into
for
one,
Halloween.
No,
aside from like the fear of biting into one and getting like a lace of Coke, like it's just a bit of a different experience.
Yo, I just thought of something though. Not something you get when you trick or treat, but I don't know if y'all have the palate for it, but those Pillsbury Doughboy sugar cookies.
Oh, those are so good. I just eat them raw.
Me too.
Call them salmonella wafers.
Oh my god, you eat them raw,
Dude, they're so good.
bro? You don't
Like
even
they're
eat
good when
them
like
raw?
they're just cooked as well, but like sometimes you just go in the fridge, you grab one, you just munch.
I don't think I've had them.
Asking for food poisoning.
Listen. I'm willing to risk salmonella for a good cookie dough.
Really?
Yeah, really.
I know they're good, but like I'd rather have them like fresh out the oven.
I mean, they are like best fresh out of the oven, but like you have to eat them then or never. Like they don't taste as good after.
What are you talking about? They hit mad different after you give them a few minutes to cool, bro.
You gotta at least like put them in the microwave or something. Like they're
A
best.
Ew,
When
microwave.
they're best when
Gross.
they're hot and like gooey and shit.
Who puts those damn cookies in a microwave?
People
puts
who
anything
don't
in a
want them to be
microwave?
stale and hard. Listen, this is like the only reason I use a microwave. I hate microwaves
Bro, why would you put them in a microwave? That's like ruins
because
them.
it makes it like oh my god, it brings it back to like when it was out of the oven. Like it's more like chewy and shit and like warm.
I despise that.
Listen. I just try it one day. Take like a singular test sample cookie. Throw it in the microwave for like 10 seconds. I promise, it's better than just eating it like hard off the counter.
And I'll try it when the Christmas rolls around, and I'll tell you how horrible it is.
Oh, you tell me how wonderful it is. How better it is than just eating it old. and
No,
stale.
I microwave them and then bring the plate to your house and just throw them in your window.
That's a bit of a walk, but all right.
Turn into ice blocks by the time I get to your house. And so I'm just like throwing cubes of ice into your room.
You can't even come into the house. School campus will get pissed at you.
Will you still be in there by Christmas?
Oh, you're right. Never mind. I'll be home.
That's what I thought. That's what I was thinking. I was like,
I'm dumb.
scared of a walk to like Brian. I was like, I'm
You know,
talking about Brian's house.
I'm moving, guys. I live in New Hampshire now. I don't even
what
go to
made you
school
choose
there.
New
I just
Hampshire?
live there.
Is your name actually?
I don't know. I think it's a funny state. I don't know a lot about it. But it sounds funny.
something scary. I remember going to New Hampshire to go to water country, and on the way there, we were talking about the one ride where there's a dragon, and my dumb kid brain thought it was like an actual dragon that like flew in and like
Oh, I
shot
wish.
fire at you. So the entire time we were waiting in line, I was freaking terrified that there was just gonna be a dragon in there and I was gonna die.
I have a similarly not Halloween themed story where I was at Disney World and I was like 8, and there was this ride where there's like an animatronic Yeti that like casts a shadow behind the cart and like it shakes the track and makes like gorilla noises. And it was a pretty fun ride. But after we got off, my brother was screaming. He hated it. And he has one leg, so we get to skip lines. And I convinced him 3 times in a row that it wasn't the same ride, that it was an Elmo ride. And so we got back on the same carts like immediately after, and he was convinced every time it was going to be Elmo this time.
God.
Didn't we go to Six Flags one time during Halloween?
Yeah, we did.
That was nice.
It was fun. I love Six Flags.
I
I've
wanted
got
the
to
Superman
travel
that
to
time.
places like that. The farthest place that I've gone is literally Canopy Lake Park.
Canopy's fun.
It is fun. I've never traveled that much in my life.
I've never like left like the East Coast, but well, I guess Japan, but that's an exception.
Only across the country.
That's not big. That's like
Actually,
2
only
weeks.
across the world.
It was only 2 weeks.
Only traveled to the other side of the world. It's
Wasn't there a haunting when you were in Japan, Brian?
Was there? Did I tell a story I forgot about?
It didn't necessarily happen to you, but I remember there being a story of like a haunting or something while
Someone was
the
talking
travel club was in Japan.
I don't remember about this.
talk about some like ghost experience.
Oh, I wish I was there. That'd be epic.
I think it was like the girls though, so
Oh,
I remember hearing about it from someone.
yeah, I got no clue.
ooh.
Ooh, ah. You know what's really scary? Brian losing his debit card in Japan. Ooh,
Oh,
ah.
Yeah, I did lose my debit card in Japan.
Oh my god.
That was pretty scary. Not gonna lie. It's
It is
canceled
pretty
now, so some random Japanese dude can't just like steal my card and go like buy some fucking like hentai manga. But
Oh my god.
oh, also not Halloween related, but hentai's banned in Australia, and I think that's the funniest thing in the world. And I just wanted to let you guys know
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Want to loop back around to some Halloween theme topic before we wrap up?
Or we can close it off with one more.
And just generally spooky life stories.
I was gonna say favorite horror movie character, but
I
do
mean,
you
we can
want
do
to go
both.
with?
I don't know. I mean, we can talk about whatever.
Lissy's a little slasher horror over here, so if y'all have a favorite horror movie character, spill the beans.
I mean, you're the expert on this topic, so I feel like
Yeah.
you should start here.
Does it have to be a character? Like
Or
the villain, or can it be any character?
and we could do like any we could do like villain characters, but since I'm sticking on the slasher genre topic, I've got a very difficult tie between Michael Myers and Ghostface. Like
Okay.
I like Ghostface, like I don't want to. Brian, you said you haven't seen Scream yet,
I
right?
haven't seen Scream.
Okay, I don't want to
Nor have
spoil
I.
it. I don't want to spoil the ending, but like there are just like certain characters that I just like I'm always the one that advocates for the villains.
As you
So,
should.
like, but like Ghostface is like a maniacal bastard who like fucks with people, and I just think it's hilarious that like he like calls people and like asks what their fucking favorite scary movie is. Bro, I'd be on the other end of the line like, yo, Halloween was dope, bro. What about you? Meanwhile, like he'd be like at my back door ready to stab me.
Would that be an ideal way to go?
For me, 100%. That is the way to go. What about y'all? Y'all got any favorite like horror movie characters or villain characters or whoever?
Thinking.
Well,
I mean,
thinking.
I recently just for Spooky Day, I did just read Tomie all the way through. And I do like Tomie a lot. Like the character, like she's just kind of like a sick piece of shit. Like I don't know, like horror like characters don't really scare me. Well, like something about the idea of just like this random girl who like develops some like super obsessed complex who can't die and just keeps infinitely like regrowing. Like I don't know, it's just it spooks me a little bit. It's just it's a good story.
Ooh,
Ooh.
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 Oh, what about you, Jason? You got any horror movie characters that draw your attention?
I haven't really seen much horror movies, so I got nothing.
Villains.
But if you know Moist Critical or Penguin Zero, he's
Oh, I
gonna be
do.
starring. He's gonna be starring in the movie, and he's gonna be the best
Yeah.
character ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot about that. I kind of want to watch that movie, but I don't want to pay for it.
I want to watch that movie solely for him.
Pirate it.
Yes. No, we gotta support him as his S tier actor.
We got any last remarks before we wrap up here?
Happy Halloween. Welcome to
Ween.
No Nut November.
Yeah, in the 3
Brian,
minutes left of Halloween, happy Halloween.
Brian, now
Hmm.
that it's gonna be November, since you're in Palutena, Maine, no Nair November, so no
Ah,
Nair.
shit. What do I do? God, I can't play any of my mains now. That's it. I'm picking up Steve.
Alright. Happy Ween.
Happy Hallows Eve.
Happy Ween, the band.
Yes.